Hey guys, Christian from MTS. Today we're going to be filming an install video on the Pro R, Turbo R, and Pro S front limit strap kit. Before you get started on the install, you want to make sure you have all the necessary tools. Feel free to pause the video as we show it on the screen now. So first things first, you want to start by jacking up the car. Next, you want to grab a 15 and an extension, and we're going to take off the sway bar bracket bolts. The top of this bolt is a square head, so you should only need to hold it in from the bottom. Go! Once you have the bolts removed, you can remove the sway bar bracket. See that? Once you have the bracket removed, take the MTS supplied billet bracket and reinstall it with the long portion facing the back of the car. Now take the supplied 10mm bolts and reinstall them with the new brackets. Make sure that the top of the bolt is facing up and the nut is coming from the bottom. You'll notice that the kit supplies 2 metal tabs. It's really important that you install these properly to help strengthen the chassis. What you're going to want to do is take this tab, put it through the bolt like that, and then it goes right there on the mount facing the back of the car, just like that. But it's super important that you have these tabs installed properly to strengthen the frame. I can take this tab right here and slip it in right there and have it sit. And then I'm going to take the bolt and I'm going to slide it through that tab and through the bracket, just like that. To tighten these bolts, you're going to need an 8mm Allen and a 16mm socket. Okay. All right, now that we have those installed, we need to assemble the strap and clevis. So first, unscrew your jam nuts, take off the washers, and remove the spring. You're not gonna need these springs, you can throw them away. Then you're gonna unscrew your 5/8 bolt and nut and install your limit strap. Pop it in the clevis, reinstall your bolt. Just like that. So there we go. Okay, this is the most important part of the install. It's super important that you set the distance of the jam nut properly. If you do it too short, you're going to put too much tension on your frame. And if you do it too loose, then the limit straps will not function properly. So when you set this lower jam nut, you want to have 2 inches of thread showing above the lower jam nut. You definitely don't want to make sure that you go too far on this clevis, as you can run into problems. Once you have your clevises set and your limit straps installed, it's time to install the lower bolts on the sway bar end link. We're gonna need to go remove those off the car right now. One thing that I've always found is it's actually a little bit easier if you lower the car when trying to get these bolts removed. Because they're attached to the sway bar, as long as the arm positioning is the same, no matter where in the stroke it is, it's gonna be easy to remove those. This way, if you lower it, you just have more clearance with the axle, which makes it quite a bit easier. I'm gonna lower it down and then I'm actually going to flip the car on and turn the settings into comfort mode and twist the wheel so that it gets the car to drop as far as possible. See that? All right, watch this. Jeez, this thing is low. You're going to need two 18mm wrenches to break these loose. Sometimes they tend to be really tight on the cars, so just keep that in mind. They're very tight on the car. Sometimes in order to break them loose, I'll put another wrench on the back side of this one just to give enough leverage to pop that loose. Okay, there we go. Once you have both sides broken loose, you should be able to remove them with an impact. Just like that. Get this one to come. Just like that. Now that you have your bolts removed, you're gonna take the supplied new hardware. If you're not gonna run limit straps, these spacers are in order to fill that gap between the arm. So you definitely wanna install these if you're not running front sway bars. If you are running front sway bars, all you're gonna need to worry about is these two spacers right here. And you can see there's a step on them. This step is designed to go right inside the tab right here. Perfect. The way I like to do it is install the bolt from the back to the front of the car. That way you can put on all your spacers after the fact. Makes it nice and easy. Just slip that in, just like that. And then you're gonna take this here little spacer, just like that. You're gonna take your limit strap, you're gonna install it right on there. And then you're gonna take your washer and your nut and throw those on the end. Just like that. All right, to tighten those bolts, you're gonna need a 10mm Allen and an 18mm wrench. It's important to make sure that these bolts are tightened all the way down because if they come off while you're riding, it's gonna be really annoying. Your limit strap's gonna fall off. Okay. The last step in the install is take your two jam nut washers, put one on, take this, slip it down into your bracket, like so. Take the other washer, throw it on top. Finally, throw on the nut. Put one on, take this, slip it down into your bracket, like so. Take the other washer, throw it on top. Finally, throw on the nut. If after installing this you still hear a clunking sound, you can tighten or choke the limit straps even further to reduce or shorten the strap length. We don't recommend going too much further than this, but that is one way to solve that issue. Once you have those clevis jam nuts tightened, your install is complete and you're free to enjoy the car. Let us know if you guys have any questions. We're always available if you want to give us a call and need help with the install.